It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a bit of a special one from Shepherd Neame, Britain's oldest brewer. They brewed a beer called 1215 Ale. It's 8% ABV. There's a look at the lovely presented box, and it's to mark 800 years since the Magna Carta was signed. I'm going to give you a little bit of a read here on the side. As the barons gathered at Runnymede in 1215 in an effort to make peace with King John, they could never have imagined they were establishing the cornerstone of justice and democracy throughout the world. Between 1215 and 1300, Magna Carta was reissued on several occasions, with copies sent to the most important towns in the realm. As an associate Cynic port, Faversham was granted special privileges in return for its contribution towards the defence of the kingdom, and was consequently granted one of the last reissues under the seal of King Edward I. Okay, so basically, it's all about law and order. This was a very special document that was signed, and of course 800 years, and with Shepherd Neame being based in Faversham in Kent, where all this sounds like it was happening, or Faversham was a very important part of what was going on, we have a very special beer. It was signed exclusively, one of the 1200 bottles it says here, by Mr. Neame himself, Robert Neame. As I said, only 1215 bottles ever produced. But of course though, on the channel, what are we going to do? We're going to crack it open and give it a review. You want to see it in the glass, don't you? I would love to see it sitting on my shelf there for the next 5 to 10 years and say, do you know, I've got a bottle of that very rare beer. But no, I want to share it with you guys. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. So I'm expecting quite a big malty beer from Shepherd Neame, but I believe this beer has some very old ingredients. Look at the way that beer is progressing in the glass. Look at that. A lovely ruby dark chestnut mahogany style coloured beer. One finger slightly off white head, and I'll tell you what it is now. I think it's on the side of this box here. Okay, so Faversham is the home of Shepherd Neame, Britain's oldest brewer, whose brewers have created a limited edition traditional strong English ale infused with medieval ale ingredients such as mugwort, yarrow, woodruff and fennel herb. Let's get the aroma. And for an 8% ABV beer, it smells absolutely fantastic. Loads of malt, cherry. I'm pretty sure it would have been put through Shepherd Neame's kind of exclusive oak mash tun. One of the last oak mash tuns in the UK. Smells that way. You do smell them herbs and them spices. Very kind of almost medieval like. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh yeah. It's like getting a kind of a barley wine style beer, and it's almost like throwing some nettles in there, or something from the field, you know, maybe some dandelions or fennel and herbs, and it's almost like how it would have been brewed traditionally. People used to kind of grab whatever they could have got hold of and brewed beer out of it. They might have liked some herbs, they might like some spices and some fennel and some, what do they call it, mugwort and yarrow and woodruff. Is very English. And I think Shepherd Neame have got a responsibility here to make it very English. I like it. I like that style. I like the history involved in this beer. beers typically back then would have been about 15% ABV. They would have been clear, they would have looked like stew and soup, and it would have looked very different from the beers we drink today. And this is very clever, because although the Magna Carta is a very important document throughout the world, I like the fact that they've thrown some really medieval ingredients into this beer to make it quite a special beer. I can feel that warming sensation going down from that 8% alcohol, but you would never know it was an 8% alcohol beer if it wasn't for that warming. It drinks superbly well. It's a medium style beer, medium mouthfeel beer. It's got a nice kind of creamy mouthfeel. But what impresses me the most is the malt. The malt and them herbs and them spices that have been put into the beer. Absolutely magnificent. Again, a nicely presented bottle. What bottle number do I have? Do we have the bottle number here? No, they haven't put the bottle number on. Oh, number 8. Look at that. Number 8 of 15 bottles produced, 1,215. I feel quite privileged, to be honest, to get bottle number 8. So let's just show you the beer as we rock it back and forth. Look at the quality, look at the clarity, look at them small bubbles rising up the side of the glass. And the reason why I put it in a pint glass is, well, why not? It's a Shepherd Neame glass. I thought to myself, you know, a nice big 8% beer. Something very kind of traditional. They would have used pint glasses back then, I'm pretty sure of it. Why don't we just put it in a pint glass and drink it like an Englishman, even though I'm Welsh. Top class beer, toffee, biscuits, herbs, spices, medievalness, dandelionness. I'm struggling for words here. I'm looking for the word. Stingy nettleness. Is that kind of stingy nettle taste in the beer? And I gotta be honest, as you can see, this beer is sliding down very nicely. So, rating for this rather superb Shepherd Neame 1215 ale. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I think it's a very good beer. It's certainly worth a stone the crows, because that's a very ancient saying as well. Stone the crows. Yeah, it's a top class beer from a top class brewery. I've had some really good things from Shepherd Neame. They kind of bounce around Shepherd Neame. They've got beer for, if you like, the masses. They've got some bottled beers for £1. I found this beer. You can find that for £1 in your local Lidl or Aldi. Maybe £1.20, and that's great. Or they do this, top of the market, top quality stuff. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Thank you to Shepherd Neame for sending. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.